Hello! Today I only have 30 minutes to cook something up for you. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a cashew chicken rice bowl and hopefully I can get it done within 30 minutes. So let's set that timer and see if I can do it. Okay, so first off, I think I'm going to cook the rice because that's gonna take the longest. I don't have a rice cooker, so it's gonna be cooked on the stove. In fact, I feel like the rice is probably like the part that cooks the longest. And I'm using this basmati rice. It's organic jasmine rice. I don't know why they call it basmati though. Maybe because it's like cut to be like basmati. That took a minute and a half. Okay. All right, so since I used a cup of rice, generally I use the finger test, but because some of you guys might be doing this stovetop too, I thought I would do a little bit more of an accurate measurement. So with 1 cup, I don't like super like wet rice, so I do 1 3/4 cup. Water's in, and then I just blast it on medium-high heat until the water's almost all gone. So while that's cooking, let's make our cashew chicken sauce. I gotta grab everything though. Hoisin sauce, soy sauce, cornstarch, I need garlic, ginger, and my ginger grater. Okay, hold on. Can't forget the sesame oil. So for this sauce, first I'm going to smash 1 clove of garlic. My garlic is on the, let's say, more mature side, so that's why there's like stuff growing out of it. So I'm using 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, mince it up really well. Garlic goes in. And then for the ginger, I'm just gonna peel it real quick. It's nice and like thick and juicy like this, you see? And then I'm just gonna grate it. This is like a ceramic ginger grater and I love it. It just makes it so much easier to get fresh minced ginger. You could do like ginger tea, make a ginger shot, and then all the fiber stays in here. So yeah, I love this tool. Okay, real life, my kid needs water. If you guys didn't know, Nate and I are usually on a time crunch when we're filming because this one is supposed to be napping.
Night, Cece.
Night, Cece. That's done, and then now let's talk about the hoisin sauce. Hoisin sauce, it's usually used for pho, and I have a whole bottle in my fridge for one purpose, is to eat it with pho, but I wanted to find other ways to use it, so for this cashew chicken, it's actually perfect. It brings that like salty, sweet flavor. I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons. Okay, the hoisin sauce goes in, and then soy sauce. Pretty basic Asian pantry essentials go into this recipe. I made this recipe for a live once for my team. It was like a group cooking class type thing, and I made it within 20 minutes, but instead of with rice, I made it with like a chicken salad. So we had like a sticky cashew chicken salad, and it was so good. I actually made it in time within 20 minutes to do a Q&A afterwards. So I'm hopeful that I will be able to do this one in 30 minutes, but we'll see. So our sauce is done. Actually, I need a little bit of rice vinegar in here just to lighten it up, because sometimes when it's all sauces like this, I need some kind of acid in there. So let me add rice vinegar. And if you guys want it to be spicy, you can always add like sriracha or the sambal chili garlic sauce in there, but I'm gonna leave it plain as is. Okay, all right, so for cashew chicken, I don't think they add any vegetables, but I always like to do for like a rice bowl, kind of make it a little more balanced. So I'm gonna add a bell pepper in there. You can definitely add like zucchini too, but I feel like that's going into kung pao chicken territory, and instead of cashews, I could technically use peanuts, but I don't have all the right ingredients for that. So today we're just gonna, I cut it the wrong way, shoot. Okay, well we're gonna cut it into chunks. Like this. Okay, well that's okay. All right, it'll be fine. Just cut into larger chunks like that. I meant to do chunks, but then I was talking at the same time and I lost track. It'll be totally fine. And usually I don't like bell peppers, but in this recipe I definitely love it because of like the high heat and the char. It still maintains the crunch, and so it actually really goes well with the sauce and everything. 17 minutes, we got this, we got this. For the rice, okay, the water is almost all done. I'm gonna cover it and let it continue to steam with the heat on for like 3 minutes. I'm gonna grab the chicken. I buy chicken in bulk these days because, you know, you just never know when things are gonna get super duper more expensive or they might just not be there. The other day, I went to go buy a gallon of milk for the kids, and typically the milk was what? Usually $6.29. It actually used to be like $5.50, and then it was six something. And then it was like $10.50 yesterday, and I was like, what the heck? It's crazy right now. It's crazy right now. Trying to really stretch our meals and get really creative with using things in different ways, like the hoisin sauce. I don't want one sauce to sit there in the fridge for like a year for one meal, so we gotta find ways to use it. Okay, so for now, for the chicken, I'm just cutting it into small chunks like this. Throw it in a bowl. I'm making enough for 4 people because pounded chicken with some rice and then some cashews and all that. I feel like it could stretch to 3 to 4 meals. Definitely the kids won't be eating this because they don't like bell peppers, but they'll eat the chicken with the sauce and rice, so yeah, it works. 15 minutes, we got this, we got this. Turn off the heat, just let it steam. Okay, let me move these out of the way because we're done with the cutting board. Now, I'm going to add salt and pepper first, and then pepper. I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to coat the chicken. So I showed you guys this trick. I think it was in my orange chicken, the Panda Express one. This one, I'm not looking for like a crispy chicken exterior. It's just more to like texture. I will be cooking it up like with oil and stuff, but I'm not looking for a crispy exterior. It's just kind of have like a nice coating because the sauce and everything will do its job. I think that's it. We can start cooking. You guys get a glimpse of where I store and have everything in my kitchen. I still like cooking here versus there because the lighting's a little better. And then I also have my wok. Okay, we're gonna blast it up on high heat. So for the oil, I'm gonna add it in once it gets really hot so that the oil doesn't smoke as it's heating up. And I'm using avocado oil because it's high heat tolerant. Actually though, I forgot to cut the garnish, so I'm gonna do that as it's cooking. Come on, let's go. Okay, once it starts to smoke like this, I'm gonna turn it down tiny little bit, add the oil, just like a tablespoon, a little more, and then we add our chicken. Just swirl it to make sure it's even. And once it's in the pan, I just let it kind of hang out and chill out for 2 minutes so it gets kind of crispy at the bottom. That way it doesn't stick to the wok either. I feel like I'm screaming here, but it gets really loud with this wok on. So while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna wash these. And look, it has a nice crust. Moves so easily. Like this one is not ready because I can't move it off without it sticking, so that one needs to chill a little bit longer. Just be careful of the oil splatter. And for the garnish, I just like doing really deep cuts. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. See, I was trying to rush it and it sticks at the bottom. We're gonna add this guy in. I'm gonna blast it up again. Okay, it's starting to smell really good. I didn't want to rush the process because with chicken, you have to cook it very thoroughly or else it you could get sick. That's not worth it. I'm gonna add my cashews now. 4 minutes left. Okay, I'm gonna give it 1 more minute. We'll add like half a cup of cashews. I'm using dry roasted, unsalted, because this is gonna have enough salt. I don't want extra sodium. All right, we have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. I'm letting the cashews kind of roast up a little bit, really melt. We do have a little bit of sticking at the bottom. I think the bell peppers look good. They look cooked. Now I'm gonna turn off the heat and pour this in. Give it a nice toss. Turn the heat back on. I had to turn off the heat because I didn't want it to like sizzle and like create a crazy mess. But now I turned it back on and it's coating the chicken beautifully. And that is it for our cashew chicken. Okay, I think we got this. Gonna set this aside. Our rice should be done. Yes, our rice is perfect. Ah, fresh, hot, steaming rice. 59 seconds to plate. Okay, got this, got this. We got this. We totally got this. These are beautiful, delicious cashew chicken. Nice and saucy. Have my green onion garnish. I could have done a better job at plating, but this is our cashew chicken. Actually, I have 21 seconds. I'm not done yet. To add some color, I'm gonna shake on some black sesame and roasted. Why is this not open? Done! This is our cashew chicken rice bowl done in 30 minutes, plated beautifully, and I hope it's delicious. Let's give it a try. Okay, it's piping hot, like piping hot. That sauce that coats the rice, it's like sweet, salty, sticky, so good. And then it's really hot. So the chicken is definitely cooked all the way. I gave myself at least 10-12 minutes to cook the chicken. You definitely want to give yourself time to make sure that the chicken is cooked thoroughly. And then the bell peppers, I probably overcooked it by a smidge. I like it when it's still crunchy. This one was soft but still had like a soft crunch to it. And then I wanted to tell you guys about the cashews. I got already dry roasted cashews because it was already roasty, and then to save time, I roasted it and I cooked it an additional like minute in the pan with the chicken and the bell peppers without the sauce, so it can kind of like firm up and heat up again. So it has that like extra crunchiness to it once you add the sauce so that it doesn't get soggy. And honestly, I think within 30 minutes, I probably could have used 35 minutes, but nonetheless, you can totally create a delicious meal that's balanced. We got our vegetables, we got our protein, we got our nuts, we got our carbs all in one. If you guys want this recipe, I'll have it written down in the description box below. And please give me a thumbs up for beating the clock because I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it, and subscribe if you want to see more delicious recipes. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!